Hey everyone, we're here at TriggrCon 2018 unarmed because the organizers lied to me about that last year, but we are here nonetheless. I am here with Mr. Brous of Brous Blades. If you guys have not seen his Instagram or the knives this guy's making, you're wrong. You should. They are gorgeous, and we're going to go over here in a second. But just really quick, how long have you been making knives?
Since 2010.
2010.
Yep.
So you've been doing it for a little bit now.
Yeah.
And I would say you're doing a lot nicer work than I would expect someone who's only been doing it since 2010 to do. But I guess with that little flattery out of the way,
yeah, cut that shit out.
Yeah, okay, we'll see what we can do. Wink. Why don't you run us down just what we have here? And just FYI, there's a whole display case of gorgeous knives here. We're just going to go over a couple of them. Otherwise, we'd be here all day. And I'll just roll in pictures and stuff. And again, check out the Instagram. But what do you got here in front of us?
So this is probably one of the most asked about knives. This is called the Mini Division. It's carbon fiber scales, D2 blade. It's kind of a good EDC style knife. It's very comfortable in the hand. We do 4 different finishes. We do satin, stonewash, acid, and blackout.
Okay.
With the liners, we try to do stainless steel liners on everything, and even if it's titanium scales, we'll do a lock insert, a stainless steel lock insert. Titanium should not be being wedged up against a D2 blade, I'll tell you that much.
Fair enough. So if you can see this knife, and I'll take close-up pictures, but you can see the relative size of it in my hand here, which I have my little Donald Trump hands, but you know we'll get over that. This is a decently sized blade. This is a very capable sized blade, but because of the carbon fiber grip panels here, it's a very lightweight blade, which makes it pretty much ideal, as you said, for the EDC. And the action on it is very, very smooth. You got the little flipper here. It just feels really nice in the hand, and it just looks amazing. And as you said, different finish options for people who want different options. Just roughly, what's approximate come to market price for these?
$350.
$350. Yeah. Okay. So again, you're getting a very, very nice lightweight. I like to consider these like the knife guys EDC knives, where when you want to show off when you pull something out of the pocket and hand this to someone who appreciates knives, you're going to catch attention with these. And that's what we're doing here. So what do we got next?
So next is what we call the Elite Enforcer. We got a lot of requests to do a karambit style knife, and this knife actually started out as a fixed blade. So we tried to make it work as a folding knife. You can see it looks a little cattywampus with the kind of a smaller blade. But of course, you know, if you want your finger in that hole there, you definitely don't want this closing on your finger. You know, it'd be like a cigar cutter almost, you know. But yeah, this is a full titanium frame lock with a stainless steel lock insert. Again, D2 blade, also available in all 4 finishes, including the handle. That's the thing with carbon fibers, you can't really change the finish on there, but if you have a metal handle, you can make it all match, basically. Like you see, this one is stone washed, and you can see that it's the blade and the handle are both stone washed.
Right.
Also, it comes with a clip that can go on the other side.
Oh, okay.
And on this side too, so you just pull that little spacer off and you can switch it on that side. We get a lot of guys that are like fighters that want this type of knife. To be honest, it doesn't really matter how you hold it. Everybody asks, like, should I hold it in reverse grip? And I always tell them that if you hold it correctly and you're actually in a fight with somebody, it's gonna be really hard to get this out of your hand. Oh yeah. Like, you don't even need to know how to fight. You just need to be able to punch.
Right. You know what I mean? Exactly. And one of the things that I like about this design is obviously you've seen knives like this that are the fixed blade. But if you're doing that, it can kind of complicate carry options. But because you have the folding mechanism on this, it's pretty much like EDCing any other knife. Slips in a pocket, but as you said, very, very easy to use in any sort of defensive scenario. If you need someone to get off you really quick, this is a good way to get people off you. There are words that I use for that are not appropriate to use here, but you know, you get the idea. And again, you said the Elite Enforcer is the name on this. And again, you still have that liner lock, so you can put that on the clip. Clip is reversible, as he said, and just get a nice little handsome little thing. You can see this on, what is that? Not HGTV. whatever those HGTV, whatever those the home shopping network. You can see this on the nice little spinning.
That's like the rehab, the house rehab or whatever, isn't it? HGTV.
HGTV. There you go.
I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, so you can see this again, a really nice carry piece. It's going to catch people's attention when you take it out, but still maintaining the functionality which you can expect from these Brous blades.
Exactly.
So what's this last one we got here?
So this one is called the Hardwire. This is probably one of the bigger knives that we make. It's kind of different. We do black and blue G10, and then we basically mill the black off, so it basically shows as a two-tone. Oh. We've had people ask to do different colors, and we may at one point, but it's just kind of like a long toothpick style knife. You know what I mean? It's
right.
I have some friends that are just like 7 foot tall dudes that are like 400 pounds, and they just swear by this knife. This is the only one they want to carry. It flips really well. It's on ball bearings, again, in all 4 finishes. D2 blade again, stainless steel hardware, and like I said, black and blue G10.
Yeah, as he was saying, for people who like the bigger EDC knives, this is going to work very well for that, and for those larger people. This is going to take up very little space in your pocket. You can see that thing's pretty slim, so it's going to be pretty much like carrying any other knife as far as how much space it takes up in your pocket. You're not going to have to worry about being able to get to your wallet or anything if you carry that in your front pocket also, like I do. But very fast into action, got that smooth, as I said, ball bearings. And again, surprisingly lightweight. If you look at pictures of these online, you might think, oh, you know, it's pretty heavy. I don't know if I want to carry that in my pocket all day. This is something you can have in your pocket all day and probably not even
So that's like
notice.
The biggest downfall is when I say that we have stainless steel liners, people always assume that this thing's going to weigh like a tank. So it's hard to see, but you can actually see the liners inside of there, and we cut out angles.
Oh, yeah.
So it keeps it light, but you keep the strength of a stainless steel liner.
Yeah, it's skeletonized out. I'll see if I can get a picture of it. It's going to be hard just the way the lighting is.
Yeah.
But basically, it's a full skeletonized liner in there. So, as you said, reducing the weight while still having the structure of that stainless steel liner.
Exactly.
That's gorgeous. So, you're not only doing knives,
right.
you're also doing Glocks. So tell us a little bit about that.
So we started Statement Defense. We've actually been working on guns for about 2 years now. But the company was officially started January 1st of this year.
Okay.
We're in California, and that's why it took so long.
Yeah.
Having to do all the paperwork and all that was just a nightmare. But we were able to do it, and now we made about 40 guns to start and sold out of those in probably maybe 30 days or so.
Jeez.
Some of them are like really super high-end custom ones like this one. The first one that we ever did, we sold for $5,000. So we were really stoked about that, and we're going to definitely make a bunch more.
Right.
What we do in-house is we do the slide work. We also do stippling as well.
Okay.
But for the higher end stuff, I send out to people that do stippling for a living, because it's like really difficult.
And tedious.
Yeah.
Very tedious.
Yeah. And this guy does it literally 1 dot at a time.
Yeah, and so you guys may have seen, there are people doing like the laser etched. I honestly thought this was laser etched at first, because
everybody
it's
does.
So
it's
uniform.
Very precise.
I'm very impressed that someone did this by hand. But you said you do the slide serrations in-house, and depending on what level people are doing.
Right.
And it can tell radiused out under the trigger guard, so that feels really nice. And is it basically a la carte where people can do just slide work or little things here and there and add to it, or is it just packages, or how does that usually work?
Well, right now at this very moment, I just bought a crap ton of Gen 3 OEM slides.
Okay.
And I'm just machining them like crazy right now. Eventually we're going to work up the website to where people can send in their slide and I'll machine it. They can add different colors, they can add different optic cuts. So like if somebody wanted to do that, it's going to be between $500 and $600 for the full slide machine work if they send me their slide, and that includes a red dot optic cut of their choice.
Okay.
So we're doing like the RMR, the Shield, all of them, Vortex, whatever.
Now, kind of a random question, didn't prepare you for this, but let's say I bought a Glock 19X because I wanted basically a Gen 5 Glock without the little cutout. Right. Are you able to cut down the grip to make it to take 15-round mags?
Absolutely.
Okay,
for sure.
so and even if someone had like a Glock 17 that they wanted to cut down, or a Glock 34 they wanted to cut down, is that something you're able to do?
Well, look at that one.
Well, oh, okay.
That's a chop 17 right there.
Well, look at that. I wasn't even paying attention. If I don't have numbers on the side, you've got to Army proof it for me, even though I was Air Force. It is what it is. So yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
honestly,
people request that a lot.
Again, it looks so factory that I just assumed that this was the standard grip on it. So there you go. It fooled me.
So if you look closely on this one, there's actually an integral mag well. So the guy that does this, he actually melts up all these edges and he gets like a die stamp and he'll push it down so the edges flare out. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is pretty neat. So there's a lot of companies that come out with the aftermarket mag wells.
Yep.
I'm not super into those because I like using factory mags if I can. And sometimes it's really hard to rip and strip them out. If you guys think that that's not a problem, train more and you'll realize that you want to be able to rip and strip your mags. Or you have to use aftermarket base plates, which can be hit or miss.
Yep.
So that's a really cool thing.
I
really like that they did that.
He's the first one doing that as far as I know. I don't know if anyone else is doing that yet or not, but I have him do it on every single frame that I do.
That's pretty nifty. I really like that.
Me too.
So, and as far as color options, it's pretty much people can get in contact with you, pretty much customize it however they want as far as that goes.
Yep.
And then, as you said, you got a ton of those Gen 3 slides, so you're going to have options available for people to purchase.
There's
if they
some
don't
on the
want to send
site right
theirs
now.
in. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. So, any plans on going into any other, like Smith & Wesson or
I want
SIG?
to.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to. That's the plan. But right now, I want to get all the Glock models like nailed out. Like we have 17, 19. I want to do 34. We haven't started on it yet. We get a lot of requests for 26 and 43. I just don't know if I'm going to go down that route. I really want to do a CZ P10C.
Ooh.
I really want to do like something like this on a CZ P10C. I think that would be pretty sick.
I think you're right. I could see that very, very much so. So, again, check out all. Actually, I don't know if I'll link. So, just verbally, what's the website to look at stuff like this?
StatementDefense.com.
StatementDefense.com. I might put that on the screen, but if I put it in the links,
You're gonna get
apparently
in trouble.
I'll get in trouble.
Yep.
I love it. It's great. At least on Full 30, I'll have the links below, not on YouTube, because Google's great. I love them. They're the best. But it is what it is. So definitely check this out. This, again, fooled me as far as like how this thing was. It looks like it's factory, and it looks like it's laser etched because it's so uniform and impressive. And again, he's got a lot more here in the display case that we could show, but just for sake of time, I'm gonna just roll in pictures. So you're doing Glocks, you're doing knives. Anything else that you're working on for the near future, or that you can say on camera at least?
My marriage.
Hey, that's a good thing. That's a very important thing. I got my girlfriend right behind the camera, and I'm sure she appreciates hearing something like that and wishes I would say something like that. So I'm going to work on my relationship as well over the next
She told
year.
me to say that before we started recording.
She held up a sign, like a big like dry erase board. But awesome. So like I said, I'm going to roll in pictures. Check out his Instagram page. Is it just at Brous Blades?
Yep, and at Statement Defense.
At Statement Defense. Yep. So you can check out both of those. Links, if I can put them in there. If you're watching this on Full 30, all the links will be there. If it's on YouTube, I'll figure it out whether or not they're there or not.
Gotta be sneaky.
Yeah, you got to be careful. I'm a small enough channel that I'm kind of flying under the radar on some things, but I feel like if I say that out loud, I might have to cut that out because that's when all the robots start peeking their heads up. But anything else you wanted to cover here today?
No, that's about it. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so if you're not following his social media pages, you're wrong. Definitely check his stuff out. His work speaks for itself. Is all I'm going to have to say about that.
Appreciate
it. But anyway, thanks for talking to us.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're going to be doing a lot more coverage here from TriggrCon. Probably won't be coming back next year if the policies continue to be the same with the metal detectors and such. But again, that's a topic for a video I'm going to be doing later, so stay tuned for that. But as always, I hope you got something out of this video, and I really appreciate you watching.